It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career, to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period, that's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
Forget last year. It's gone. Ancient history. It's time to forget about failure and how you came up short, how you missed the mark. Yeah, it's time to forget about the man you should have marked, the run you should have made. Remember that shot you should have taken? Time to let it all go. Forget about it. It's time to go to work. It's time.
Welcome to the Toyota Soccer Center in beautiful Frisco, Texas for the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. So our match is a girls under 15 between Keystone FC Premier 03 and PDA Shore Freedom. I'm your host, Mark Serban. It's a pleasure to be with you. PDA is around their bench. Keystone is out on the field in their huddle. And PDA will be wearing their traditional all-white jerseys with blue numbers. Keystone also has blue numbers, but they are in all black. PDA out of New Jersey has won multiple titles, the girls and boys sides. They were the National League Blue champion, taking on the Eastern champion in Keystone FC Premier. So it's an all East Coast battle here at these national championships. Two teams that will know each other well. They share a border, Pennsylvania and New Jersey, as we are getting set for kick. Still waiting for PDA to break out of their huddle. Match day one here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. The beautiful Toyota Soccer Center in Frisco, Texas. We are coming to you from the stadium field. And further to our left is Toyota Stadium, the home of FC Dallas. So PDA now out onto the field. Elena Hinkson getting set to kick off for Keystone. And she is joined by Courtney Andrusick, who get us underway. U15 National Championships. And it's Shopi who's on the ball. Gets it forward for All, who plays it inside. And it's won back by PDA. Looking over to the far side for the run of Leonard. The cross comes in. It's not a bad ball. The header is on. And it's taken by the keeper. This one guided back to Cameron Kennett. A space in the midfield. Well, it's not a bad ball, looking for the run of Lion Leonard. And it's out of bounds by Sophie Goretsky, so it'll be a throw-in for PDA. This one goes all the way through. Oh, there's a chance at the top of the box. Love to see defenders getting involved in Santa Cruz. Her effort is blocked. Well defended by Andrusick, who wins it back. And that one beyond the reach of All, so it'll be a throw-in for PDA. And be taken by Lamparello. Lamparello's header. Hinkson. All. Ball trying to smuggle it through for Andrusick, but it's cut out. And it's Pepe on the far side. Hinkson tracking her down. Pepe gets it up the line. And it'll go out of bounds for a throw-in. One back by Seibert. The PDA able to get it the other way. Now chasing it back and watching this one go out of bounds is Weigel. And so it'll be a throw-in for Wygo and Keystone. 0-0 in the early going. Santa Cruz jumping in the attack. Able to get around All. This is Santa Cruz, puts it across. It was a dangerous ball. It still might be something on here for PDA. And finally able to wrestle it clear as Keystone. To go the other way, cleared out before Andrusick could get on the end of it. Lamparello. Swept off of her foot by Varela Keene, but go back the other way as PDA. Denny. Still going Denny, has it swept off of her foot. All forward for Andrusick. And Pepe is back for PDA. Forward by Pepe. Santa Cruz. Lamparello. Oh, it's lovely triangle play from PDA to open up the space on the near side. PDA coming in, plays it in, and well kept. That's off of Denny last, so All wins the throw-in. Two players to find forward for McGill. McGill works her way, plays it across. It's a dangerous ball. That's a good job by the keeper to smother it. Andrusick. It's Mackenzie Stevens. Gets it forward for Hinkson. Top of the box, Andrusick turning. All joining, all steps into one. And Kennett able to make the save. A great job by All making that delayed run in, and good hold-up play from Andrusick. This was a fine sweeping move from left to right by Keystone. And All wins the header. Varela-Keen able to get it away from Lamparello. It's a good interception from Doherty. Plays it forward, looking for the run of Leonard. Well, that's a lovely turn from Seibert. Varela-Keen. She has space to go forward, Varela-Keen. She's trying to thread it through, but it's well read. Santa Cruz loves the way she jumps into the attack. Able to get it forward for Denny. Has Santa Cruz in support. Denny to go for the near post. And the keeper did well to get across her line. This one hitting off of Mackenzie Stevens, so it'll be a throw-in for PDA. Forward for McGill to chase. And it's going to be the first corner kick of the game, and it goes the way of the New Jersey side. Seven players crowding the six for PDA. And every single Keystone player back in their own box defending, except for Andrusick, who's standing just outside the top of it. This will be an outswinger from the far side. It's a good ball played to the penalty spot. Well, they didn't get back out in time, PDA. Lamparello. That's a great ball. The cross comes in. Cross miss hit at the top of the box, and it's a chance to break through Andrusick. Andrusick spins. Gets it forward for Hinkson. Hinkson running right at the defense. This is Hinkson, and that's tremendous defending. Great defending from Haley Wise. And it'll be a throw-in for Lamparello. Able to get it forward for Axelson, but it's won back by Keystone. And Kennett will come off her line to take. (0-0) in the 11th minute. PDA streaming forward. Denny. Takes the inside route. Oh, that's a gorgeous ball slid in, and it's well dealt with by the Keystone defense. This is good work from Gillen, and she gets it out to the far side. Nice shielding from Lamparello. Helps it on the top of the box. And it'll be the second corner kick of the game for PDA, who are starting to pile on the pressure. That's a good ball in. Hinkson able to hook it clear to herself. Hinkson has Andrusik ahead of her. Weiss trying to slow down Hinkson. Slides it over for Andrusik. Great job by Santa Cruz to get back and get the block in. Santa Cruz chased her back 95 yards to make that block. Tremendous defending from Weiss to slow down Hinkson and then allow Santa Cruz to get back on the delay. Well, it's lovely skill on the far side. Beat 1 and 2, but couldn't beat number 3, Hinkson. Able to get the cross in the box. Lamparello's first to it. And is able to get it out wide. Oh, look at that for a piece of skill from Denny. Denny shows her strength. Has McGill. McGill picks her head up. And that's tremendous defending. All. Hinkson tracks it down in the corner. Costello puts it across, headed away. Doing a good job to come across as Weigel, and she'll get it back to her keeper. Oh, and it was a dangerous clearance from Morgan Wood, but in the end, it will be a goal kick. Good high pressure once again from PDA. All. Unable to get it back for Andrusik. And winning the free kick is Kelsey Shopey. To be taken by Lauren Costello. That's a good ball driven in by Costello. Just unable to keep it in on the far side. So Keystone will have a throw-in and be taken just in front of their bench. Or rather, the PDA bench. And this one will go all the way through for Kennett in the 16th minute. Still 0-0 between Keystone and PDA. As Costello tracks it down. We'll guide it back to her keeper. Lamparello steps in to win it. Gets to the top of the box. Doherty spins, still going Doherty. Tried to poke it on for Denny. Now she's in a foot race to get to it. Denny creates some space, and Wood gets across her line. Santa Cruz takes possession for PDA. Lamparello gets back for Weiss. A good idea on the 1-2 on the far side. So it's going to be a throw in for Goretzky. And Costello's there to mop up once again for Keystone. Stepping in and sweeping it away is Weiss. Played over the top by Axelson. Hinkson trying to escape the attention of Weiss. Somehow was able to do it. Slides it through for the run of Andrusik. And that's tremendous defending. That one over the head of McGill, so it's Keystone to go the other way. Space for Relakinen. The midway point of this first half, still 0-0 between PDA and Keystone FC Premier. Skoretsky's throwing on the far side. Lamparello gets ahead on it. And Keystone continue to chisel their way down the far flank. And we're going to have our game's first substitution. It's going to be a double change for Brian Finley's side. Well, I'm actually going to have 1-for-1 as Keystone is going to make their first change of the game as well. So fresh personnel out onto the field for each side. Leonard drills it down the far side. It's Costello. The PDA got their forwards forward. Their midfield was a bit behind him and able to break the lines as Keystone. Santa Cruz's clearance intercepted. All his ball to the top. Varela Keene. This one off of all last. Denny elects to keep it in, gets it back to Santa Cruz. Looks it over the head of all, back to Denny. Looks like she hit that one with her hand. As she has a big smile on her face. Definitely guilty of a handball there. So it'll be another free kick for Lauren Costello and Keystone. Flighted to the top of the box. All to the second ball. This is Idrusik. Hinkson. And Drusik was unable to bulldoze her way through, but she still has it. Taken off her foot. Hinkson into the middle, cleared away. Well, that's a pretty heavy collision, and it'll be a free kick for PDA. As it was Leonard who was able to win the free kick. Still looking for the game's opening goal. Wise. That was the right idea on the first touch. Just didn't have the run quick enough. It will be a throw in for Keystone. Be another throw in for Goretzky. Doherty. Santa Cruz shaping out wide. Santa Cruz has Denny, elects to take the inside route. Will slide it to the top of the box. Back out wide for Denny. Denny looking to create off the dribble. She drills it across, gets a touch, but it's into the arms of the keeper. Good work from Denny. It got the touch to direct it goalward, just not enough pace on it. So unable to track it down on the far side is Lydia Ring. It's a good ball in for McGill. She's looking to stand it up, but it will be a goal kick. As McGill couldn't get her cross off. That's been good work from Kayla Denny, the number 5 since coming on. Kayla Denny and Olivia Denny born days apart. February 7th and February 8th. It's this one off of Kayla Denny last. Denny. Good job by Costello to step in front of her and win the header. And that's a good challenge from Santa Cruz. Threading it through and just a bit too much mustard on that pass. But a great job by Santa Cruz. Strength in the challenge, and then the vision to find the forwards behind the back line. Lamparello steps in to help out, but beating the double team is Hinkson. Still going Hinkson as she stepped inside Doherty. Forward for Andrusik. Won't get there before Kenton. Good reading of the game by Kennett to come off her line quickly. I had her skips by all, but Ring will take. Ring motors forward. Andrusik spins at the top of the box. Wise dispossesses her. Getting back to her keeper is Weigel. Woods clearance, only as far as Denny. And Kayla Denny bought down, and she'll win the free kick. So free kick from a dangerous position for PDA as they look for the game's opening goal. Five players queued up at the top of the box for PDA. And this one played deep and out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Morgan Wood and Keystone. There's more changes in the offing for Keystone Premier. It's for Lakeen, who's going to come off. Header won by Denny, who's been excellent since coming on as a sub. It's really started to tilt the field in PDA's favor. And she wins it again off the other substitute. Axelson. Driven forward just a bit too far ahead of Leonard. Goretzky over. Leonard beats her to it, but just doesn't get there in time. That'll be a goal kick. And it looks like Costello wants to take it. Miskovic tracks it down and gets it back. And Choppy's dispossessed. Denny takes the inside track. Tries to slide it back out. This is Denny. Denny is in and Denny scores! The Denny to Denny connection is dynamite for PDA, and they take the 1-0 lead. Kayla Denny to find Olivia Denny, and she slots it by the keeper. And their national championships are off and running. Olivia Denny was screening for it on the wing, and everybody thought that Kayla Denny took too long when she came inside, but she knew exactly what she was doing, waited for the defense to collapse, and then got it outside for Olivia Denny, who walked in and found the far corner with calm, cool, and a composed finish. And now more subs for Keystone as Alla comes off. So Emma All will get a break. Miskovic will get it back off the kickoff. Costello. That goal in the 29th minute. Lamparello witnessing space to run. Axelson. And this time, Denny's shot taken by the keeper at the near post. And saying that the ball actually went out of bounds before she caught it, so it'll be a goal kick. I don't think Wood was too happy about that. Denny gets it out wide to Santa Cruz. This is Olivia Denny. Inside for Axelson. Santa Cruz on the overlap. Has 3 players to find in the box. It's a good ball from Santa Cruz. Lamparello's first touch let her down just a bit. Cleared away by Shopee. Santa Cruz is forward again. Top of the box looking for Lamparello. Costello steps in. It's good work from Christina Axelson. And a nice first-time ball out for Denny from Lamparello. Denny turns Shopee inside out. Denny gets the byline, and it's swept off of her foot by Costello, but at the expense of a corner kick. Third of the game for PDA. Denny's corner. Play back out to her. Flag stays down. This one to the top of the box. Swept away. Santa Cruz. Into the middle for Doherty. Able to get it out wide. The spaces open up wide for Pepe. And this is Axelson trying to bulldoze her way through. And Wood comes out to take for Keystone. Oh, lovely skill from Lamparello. Gets it inside for Axelson, who was unable to slide it through, but it falls back to Lamparello. That's tremendous defending on the far side, not to allow the counterattack. It was Pepe who got forward. Leonard. And a free kick right at the edge of the box for PDA. Six players inside the box waiting to get on the end of this for PDA. All but one outfield player inside the box defending for Keystone. Can PDA Shore Freedom find their second goal of the game? This one drilled in! Directly from the free kick, PDA have their second goal. Olivia Denny with her second of the game. Now substitutions to be made by PDA. Denny in the 29th and 35th minute. And wholesale changes to close out this half for the New Jersey side. It is PDA Shore Freedom 2, Keystone FC Premier 0. Can Keystone find a response before halftime? Shopey's pass is picked off by Lamparello. Lamparello wants the return ball, and she gets it. Looking for options ahead of her. Well, it's a good early ball played in the box, but a bit too deep, and it falls into the breadbasket of the keeper. This one over the head of Hinkson. Over the head of Zamora as well. This is Grace Zamora. Lamparello. Smack back the other way. There'll be a throw in on the far side for PDA. In the final minute of this first half, it is 2-0 PDA.
They're not using the board. The ref is just telling the a minute.
Lamparello has really bossed the midfield for PDA. Santa Cruz gets it inside. Doherty. Was forward for Pito to chase. And this is Pito again. Doherty making the run in front of her. And this is Pito. Taking on Showpiece. Costello able to get it forward. One back by Santa Cruz. Lamparello assessing her options. Leaves it off for Zamora. Steps inside her ring. Zamora stabs it out wide. The cross comes in. It's well defended on the edge of the 6. Still might be something on here for PDA though. But able to wrestle it clear as Keystone. Forward for Andrusik, but Weiss steps in. And that will do it for the first half. All PDA who have a 2-0 lead over Keystone at the break. So it's 2-0 Keystone, trailing PDA. We want to let you know that this broadcast is sponsored by AE Engine Media Marketing, AmericanEagle.com, Bag Tags, Bubba Burger, Cliff Kid, Dick's Sporting Goods, Expanda Brand, Fusionetics, Major League Soccer, Nestle Nesquik, Nike, Positive Coaching Alliance, Premier International Tours, Soccer Shots, Sun-Made Raisins, Target, Turbo Sports Group, United Soccer Coaches, Wilson Trophy Company, and Yokohama. We're going to step aside, but at the half, it is PDA Shore Freedom 2, Keystone FC Premier 0. We'll be back with you for the second half here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. All set for the final 40 minutes between PDA Shore Freedom and Keystone FC Premier 03. PDA with the 2-0 lead and the ball to start this second half. Chenoweth is in on this near side. Check of the watch from the referee. Final 40 minutes here on match day 1 at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. Coming to you from the beautiful Toyota Soccer Center in Frisco, Texas. Home of FC Dallas and Toyota Stadium just to our left. So it'll be a throw-in on the far side for the Pennsylvania club. Seibert. Intercepted. PDA looking to fashion their first real attack of the second half. Chenoweth. Oh, it's a nice move. The cross a bit too close to the keeper. And Wood is run into, so she'll get a free kick. And Seibert gets it out wide. Shope's ball out is intercepted. But it's won back by All on the far side. Threads it through for Hinkson. Working on Weiss. And Weiss gets the help of her defense coming back. But once again, it was Weiss standing up Hinkson and slowing things down so that they could get numbers back behind the ball, PDA. And here they are on the attack. It's 2-on-1. The space is opened up and the shot rolled in at the keeper as Wood takes it at her near post. Wood's punt. This one bouncing over Zamora, bouncing over everybody. Pass Stevens. Won by Seibert. Vrelakeen. Get it out wide on the far side for Schubert. Shope gets it inside. Stevens. That was a nice ball, just needed a bit more pace on it to reach the run of Goretzky. And it will be a throw-in for Sofia Goretzky on this near side. Goretzky doing something here she wasn't able to do in the first half. Let's get forward on the offensive side of things. It's a nice job to keep that ball from going out of bounds. Seibert's header. That's a great turn from Andrusik. Unable to keep it in is PDA. Goretzky's throwing, and Drusik. Gillen able to get it out wide, but it will be another throw-in. Goretzky comes forward again. Off of Chenoweth. So it'll be a throw-in for Goretzky. Hinkson had the ball poked away from her. Goretzky trying to help it forward. Chenoweth intercepts. A nice touch out wide from Hinkson. Still running Hinkson. Zamora intervenes. Hinkson able to poke it off of her foot. But it will be a throw-in for Zamora and PDA. Seibert wins the header. Seibert again. For Lakeen. Chenoweth will let this run out for PDA throw-in. Santa Cruz looking forward for Lamparello. We'll go out for a throw-in. Lakeen gets her head on it. And Lamparello able to shield it out. Really the engine room in this midfield for PDA Lamparello. Now she has a throw-in. Chenoweth being watched by Goretzky. Oh, lovely skill, and it's opened up space for the cross. It's clipped in, and Costello able to get a foot on it. Gillen on the overlap. Chenoweth gets it back to her. Inside for Gilroy. Her shot takes a deflection and punched off the line by Wood. Oh, Del Grippo was so close to the third goal of the game for PDA, but Wood with a tremendous save. And it was going to be a goal kick. But Costello takes it. Header won by Gilroy. Gillen steps in. Chenoweth out wide. Has Del Grippo ahead of her. Chenoweth takes the space, now pumps it across. That's a backward clearance, could be trouble. One at the top of the box. And this shot just over. So Wood will leave this goal kick off as she does for Lauren Costello. drives it into the midfield. It's a good turn from Andrusik as Hinkson ahead of her. Somehow able to find her, but Wise gets it away. Lamparello takes over on the far side. Unable to get by all, the two of them battling, and it's off of all last. So good fight between the number 8s. And it'll be a throw in for PDA, who have the 2-0 lead in the second half. Good shielding. First time ball in. Cleared away by Stevens. Another shot comes in, and Wood gets across her line to make the save. Another good effort coming off the foot of Grace Zamora. Played inside looking for Hinkson. Weiss steps in. Seibert. '50th minute. 2-0 PDA leads on 2 first-half goals coming off the foot of Olivia Denny. So this one slid through for Hinkson. Able to get the shot off, but it's taken by Kennett. As Cameron Kennett rolls it out wide. Gellin. Chenoweth. Goretzky policing her, and she's able to force the turnover, which was won by Seibert. The PDA win it back through Gellin. Weiss again has been a titan at the back for PDA. Have to deal with another ball through. She does so very coolly. This is Gellin. It's Chenoweth ahead of her. And it's off the back of Chenoweth. So that ball was looking for Del Gripo. It'll be another throw in for Goretzky. Another good interception from Weiss. Shopee on the far side for Keystone. Rolls it forward for All. Unable to keep it in. And it'll be a throw in for PDA. PDA Shore Freedom with the 2-0 lead over Keystone FC Premier. Almost had a third goal, but a stellar save on the line by Wood has kept it at 2-0. Good battle on the far side. And it'll be another throw in for PDA. Lamparello shaping up the cross. Costello's there. Zamora at the top of the box, trying to engineer a half yard of space. Able to lay it off. Next shot is charged down. Lamparello doing a great job not to allow the clearance. Tries to put it across goal. They're trying to shield it so that Wood could pick it up, but she wasn't able to. And now space at the top of the box for Gilroy. Falls to Del Grippo, gets back to Gillen. She puts it back in the danger area. Zamora able to get by Seibert, but it's cleared. Only as far as Doherty, who gets it out wide. And this is Zamora again. Doherty. Gillen's forward. Gillen has space for the cross. It's a good ball, and it's looking for the flick on. Still might be something on here, and another spectacular save from Wood. Oh, how did she keep that one out? So it'll be a corner kick for PDA to be taken by Zamora. It's an in-swinger from the near side. Gets the flick on it needed. Will come all the way through. Santa Cruz tracks it down. Gets it forward. Lamparello works her way into the box. Lamparello perhaps to pick out a corner herself. Can't find it at the near post. But once again, it's Lamparello who's at the heart of everything that PDA does on the attacking end. Zamora. Gilroy. Gillen. Chenoweth. And it's well shielded out of bounds by Gianna Weigel. So it'll be another goal kick for Costello. And to get the ball to the other end as they're trailing 2-0. Hinkson has been dangerous on the run as well as Indrusik, but they've been starved of service so far, especially in the second half. And now Chenoweth has space to take. As Del Grippo in ahead of her. Finds Del Grippo at the top of the box. Del Grippo has a shot, and Wood pulls it down at the far post. A sensational goalkeeping by Morgan Wood to keep the score at 2-0 in favor of PDA. Otherwise, this one would be out of hand. Keystone still in with a shout. The throw in for Pito. And safety first from Costello as she sends it into touch. PDA will have another throw-in. Costello reads the game so well, she steps into clear once again. Near side, Chenoweth. Gillen. Chenoweth makes the run into the channel. And she'll win the corner kick for PDA. Looking for the third goal, which would surely kill this match as a contest. Another corner kick for Zamora. This one looking for the flick on at the near post, bounces through. Headed back in, still might be something on, finally pumped clear. Weiss, loose touch, was able to win it again. Well, that's wonderful work by Weiss once again. She's almost able to jumpstart the attack as well. Zamora able to muscle off Hinkson. Has Del Grippo. Chenoweth wants it. Looking for the early cross in, didn't hit it the way she wanted to, and Stevens intercepts. And it's Weiss who steps in once again. This is Gillen. Chenoweth. Gilroy. Smartly done by Gilroy. She gets it over to Santa Cruz. Chases it down on the far side. Chenoweth. Looking to run. Chenoweth has a shot, and it's blocked by Costello. Stevens forward for Hinkson. Weiss steps in. Still going Weiss. Just past the hour mark in Frisco. 2-0 PDA leads, and they're looking for more. This one played in the 61st minute. Verlikeen gets it clear. Doherty steps in. Gillen. Look at Hinkson getting back to help out on the defensive side of things. Zamora looking to cross. But she wins another, nope, this time it'll be a goal kick. Thought maybe it took a nick off the defender. And now a double change made. It's going to be one for both sides. And we're going to have a goalkeeper change. So Cameron Kennett kept a clean sheet for the first hour plus. And in will come Maya Ford. So Ford is in for Kennett. So we have a goalie change for PDA. And she will look to keep the sheet clean for PDA. It'll be enough to get them their 3 points as they have a 2-0 lead. Gillen not only wins that ball, but keeps it in. Thinking about the cross. Sends it across the top of the box. Kayla Denny took a deflection. Easy for Wood in the end. Quickly races to the top of her box and now slows down and waits for numbers to get forward. Andrew Sick dispossessed the midfield. A good job by Doherty to spin back with it. Kayla Denny gets it back to Doherty. She'll leave it off for Santa Cruz. Weiss. Perfectly weighted ball for Chenoweth on this near side. Up the wing for Del Grippo. Trying to turn Goretzky. Textbook one-on-one defending from Goretzky. And she gets it back. It was an excellent passage of play to get that ball out of traffic from Keystone, but then that outlet ball for Hinkson just a bit overcooked, and it rolls out of bounds for a throw for PDA, who are going to make another substitution. Keystone as Shopee will come off. So Kelsey Shopee off. Brelakeen pokes it by Zamora. One back by Andrusik. Into the space for Hinkson, but it's cut out. Doherty's ball cut off. Hinkson, it's 3-on-3 if Hinkson can hurry. Hinkson was looking for the run of Andrusik. Now is able to get it to her with the reverse ball. This is Andrusik, and it's Weiss doing the defending. Zamora was there as well to help out. It'll be another throw in for Sean Cochran's side. Looks like it's going to be a long throw. Needs that first flick on to be won by Keystone. At the edge of the box or the corner of the 6. Instead, it's won by PDA. Looking for the run of Chenoweth. Instead, it's Goretzky for Keystone Premier. Goretzky trying to jumpstart the Pennsylvania attack. Andrusik has gotten on the inside of her defender. This is Andrusik. Her shot is blocked. Over the top for Del Grippo. Is it a foot race with Goretzky, who had the angle, got back. Great use of body positioning by Goretzky to shut the door on Del Grippo. More substitutions in the offing as Chenoweth comes off for PDA. So it's Gilroy who will take this for PDA Shore Freedom. So McGill is back into the match. Taylor McGill wearing the number 11. Zamora stepping in. Shot from Del Grippo doesn't get through. Drilled forward. Weiss intercepts. Gilroy. Now PDA just looking to keep possession. Rolling the ball along the floor. Weiss. Outside looking for Santa Cruz. Gets it into Zamora. And Gilroy let this one run and Goretzky steps in. He's unable to get it forward for Hinkson. This is McGill. Has her opposite number getting back. McGill gets in front of her. Trying to get a half yard of space for the cross. Oh, it's lovely skill that she wins the corner kick off of Stevens. Nope, they kept it in. Costello clears. Only as far as Gillen. Zamora with a loose touch. Hinkson forward for Andrusik, who nods it on. But Santa Cruz stepped into the passing lane. And that'll be a free kick on the far side. So that one won by Gianna Weigel. Maya Ford called into action for the first time today, and she responds well, quickly coming off her line to quell the danger. Space for McGill to attack. Has Pito ahead of her. Pito did well to hold her run and stay on side. And coming across this cyber to make the challenge, and this will be a corner kick for PDA. Heading into the final 10 minutes. Zamora has stood over all these corner kicks here in the second half. Six players lined up right on the goal line for PDA. It was a good ball in for the way they were set up. And the break could be on here for Keystone. And Drusik turns, was trying to find Hinkson, but shutting the door was Weiss once again. McGill. Muscled off it by Goretzky. It was a good build-up from Keystone, but once again intercepted in the midfield as they looked for that last ball to break that final line to their forwards. All gets it forward. Offside flag stays down. McGill. Del Grippo. Well overtaken by Del Grippo. It's a player out wide. It's Kayla Denny. Weigel comes up to her in the corner and is able to poke it away. It will be a throw-in for PDA. And now wholesale changes. 4 PDA players coming off to rousing applause. A couple changes as well for Keystone Premier. Varela Keane wins it. Has some space. Hinkins making a run through. Andrewsick chasing, and Maya Ford comes off her line to clear. Hinkins perhaps looked to be offside, but Andrewsick wasn't, and she was the one making the run through. And this is Ring. But get it inside for Andrewsick. Plays it out wide. Andrewsick makes her way into the box. Hinkins is there as well. And it'll be a corner kick for Keystone Premier. Can they pull one back here and set up an interesting finale? This goal would completely change the complexion of this match. Inside behind Varela Keane. Costello at the top of the box, puts it goalward, but Ford is there. Heat's starting to play a factor here in Frisco. But just unable to keep that ball in. It was Olivia Denny, otherwise she would have been off to the races. Does have 2 goals to her name, though. Goretzky does a great job to play out of the high pressure. Relakeen. Ring. Andrusik in the 75th minute. And smashed clear by Gillen. And Denny is offside. Coming up next, it's Rise 05 Elite out of Texas South, taking on the San Diego Surf, or excuse me, taking on Soccer Nation Academy 05 out of Kansas. That U13 boys, and you can see that right here. And more substitutions. Getting prepared. So Ring takes the throw-in. Seibert. Ring has been very good with the ball at her feet. Gets a little touch off from Andrusik. Put a little worm burn in the box, was looking for Lauren Hankins. Andrusik's shot is blocked. Seibert, Ring, pushes it through. Andrusik looking to turn. The overlapping run comes on the far side, but the cross is cut out. It's Andrusik again. Runs into 2 PDA defenders this time around, and it's forward for Denny. This is Olivia Denny, who's on a hat trick. Denny motoring forward, has 2 players to find ahead of her. Goes down under the challenge, but wins the throw-in. Just 1 player to find in the box. They might pick her out. Goretzky got it away before McGill could get on the end of it. Dying embers of this match. 2-0. PDA Shore Freedom lead Keystone Premier FC. Goretzky lets this one run. This one might stay in. Just goes out. So it'll be a goal kick for Wood, who's been sensational in the goal for Keystone FC Premier. McGill's cross. Oh, Wood hesitated, and it's scrambled clear. So be a throw-in for Taylor McGill. Gets it right back. McGill assessing her options. Elects to go at it alone. He's crowded out. Well kept in by Axelson, but her cross is intercepted. High pressure paying off for PDA as they win it back. McGill wanted a shot. Stevens gets the blocks. Out wide for Leonard. Leonard leaves it inside for Axelson. Leonard gets the cross off. It skips through. And Seibert gets there first and wins the free kick. Good strength by Seibert at the top of the box. Gillen wins it, and Weiss gets it back out wide for Santa Cruz. Denny unable to keep it in, so it'll be a throw-in. As we're in the final minute of play. Didn't get the signal for stoppage time. Hasn't been too many in this second half other than multiple substitutions. PDA Short Freedom looking to close this one out. Pepe. It's a nice run inside from Leonard. Has two to find inside the box, another at the top. The spaces open up. Kayla Denny's shot took a deflection, almost fell to Olivia Denny. But the offside flag is up. And Costello and Wood have been amazing in the back for Keystone FC Premier 03 today. Sean Cochran has to be very happy with the play of his goalkeeper and center back. And that will do it. PDA open up the US Youth Soccer National Championships with a 2-0 lead over Keystone FC Premier. Both goals from Olivia Dini are enough for PDA Short Freedom to take all 3 points. Another excellent match comes to an end here on match day 1, but coming up next, we will turn to 13 and under boys with Rise 05 Elite out of Texas South, taking on Soccer Nation Academy 05 out of Kansas. You won't want to miss that one. Stay right here at the US Youth Soccer National Championships.